Hi, my name is Adam Hall. I'm from Kingsport, Tennessee, and this is my resume tape. This is Adam Hall reporting live from Sullivan South High School in Kingsport, Tennessee. The site here is Death Valley, Sullivan South's football stadium, where Kurt Phillips has led the Rebels to back-to-back Mountain Lakes Conference championships. This year, however, Kurt Phillips has his eyes on the prize of going all the way to the state title. Earlier this week, Kurt Phillips committed to the University of Wisconsin, where he will be a Badger quarterback. Look for Kurt Phillips on the sidelines at Camp Randall in 2008. Adam Hall, Insiders.com. We are here live, Nashville, Tennessee, covering the ongoing Pac-Man Jones saga. Earlier this year, Pac-Man Jones suspended by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, but that hasn't stopped Pac-Man Jones from making off-the-field noise ever since. First, TNA Wrestling. Now, the Poster Boys. Look for Pac-Man Jones to be releasing an album and a single called Let It Shine, featuring big money, cars, and jewelry. Adam Hall reporting for Nashville, Tennessee. The California Golden Bears finally got the revenge that they have been waiting a year for, as the Tennessee Vols flew cross-country only to be taken behind the woodshed 45-31. The game-changing performance came in the second quarter as a Britton Colquitt punt turned into a 77-yard punt return for a TD by Deshaun Jackson. The Vols looked very vulnerable on special teams and on defense. This week, the Vols will host the Southern Miss Golden Eagles at Neyland Stadium. In order for the Vols to get on the winning train, they're going to have a big game from their running backs and from Eric Ainge. Adam Hall, live in Knoxville, Tennessee. Welcome to the Adam Hall Show, where today's guest is Sullivan East head football coach Ralph Nelson. Ralph, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Thank you. Just a couple of questions real quick. The other night against Volunteer, you had a kickoff return, 96 yards for a touchdown. Just tell me how that ignited your team into a victory.
Well, special teams are something that we really try to focus on every day. It's kind of one of those things that even before we get in offense and defense every day, we try to stress special teams and do special teams before practice even starts, rather than wait till the end. A lot of times you get tired there towards the end of practice and don't really focus on them as much. So we really spend a lot of times preparing for that. And I really wasn't expecting it, but with preparation comes opportunity, and they took advantage of it, and it really gave us a room to breathe early against a tough Volunteer team.
Well, you've had a very successful line of quarterbacks the past few years. Tell us how Tyler Gaby's handling that pressure, and it looks like he did okay the other night, 3 touchdowns through the air. Tell me a little bit about him.
Well, he's a special kid. He's kind of a dual threat quarterback, and very smart kid, kid that's very easy to coach, and I know he's got a lot of shoes to fill at falling into that position, but I think he's done a good job. He prepares. He's eager to learn and watch film. So I think he's a fabulous young man.
The much anticipated matchup comes later on this season, where you all will go ahead and take against Kurt Phillips of the Sullivan South Rebels. Tell me how you plan to stop his dual threat, running and passing.
Well, like I said, they're on down the year. Early in the year, we try not to think too much about anything like that. Just try to go one game at a time and worry about the Vikings right here at first. But the biggest thing you got to do is you just got to do the best you can do. I mean, you're not going to stop him. I mean, nobody stopped him. You just got to keep his big plays to a minimum and hopefully get some turnovers and put him in a situation where you make him have to throw or have to run instead of giving him the option to do both every play.
Finally, your brother, of course, took over as Sullivan Central head football coach at a struggling program. How do you plan on facing him later on this season, and how's that add a flair to the sibling rivalry?
Well, Scott and I have been brothers for a long time, and we'll be brothers. We're brothers before the game. We'll be brothers after the game, and a football game ain't going to make us not like each other. But, when the lights are on and it's time to battle, we'll battle with everything we got. The biggest thing is, it's going to take about 2 or 3 weeks for us to recover after the game. I mean, I guess we'll be talking to each other at Thanksgiving dinner after the game. But the biggest thing is, you try not to focus too much, that many weeks ahead. But in the back of your mind, you're always kind of thinking about what they're going to do. Obviously, they do some of the stuff that we do now, and so a lot of it isn't going to be too much of a surprise. It's just, you know, executing and making the plays, and we can make them.
Coach, thank you very much for being my guest today, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.